What's up, nerds? Let me start by saying, since there's only one viewer right now, that Mr. Beast, who is probably the highest earning content creator on YouTube, he cracked the code. He cracked the code with contribution. He does the coolest things. And one of the things that he does, or that he has done, is that he'll go around on streaming platforms like Twitch or YouTube, and he'll find someone who is streaming, doing their best, trying to make it happen, and has an audience of 0. He finds those people. He goes into the stream and he'll send a tip for $50,000. That is so class. That is such a boss move. I love that. I can't wait to be able to do that on Tangled with live streaming. Now, where's Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast, come into my stream. Show me some support. Keep me going. Give me some hope. Okay? We all need a little hope. Oh, I have to fix my screen width here. I have to fit it into the OBS window. There we go. Now, I don't want these live streams. I don't intend for them to be some big event all the time. I just normally I make a few videos a week, or have done, and instead of doing those, recording them by myself and then posting them, I'm just gonna do them as live streams now. And one of the reasons that I'm gonna do that is because when I did my first video, just recording it by myself, I would get real nervous. You feel the anxiety and the adrenaline before you hit record. While you're recording, you're a hot mess. I was. And then you post it and you're still nervous because you want to see the reaction, if there is any. And after doing hundreds of those, I lost that kind of nervy sensation. Well, it's back. It's back with the live streams. So I am pushing myself outside of my comfort zone yet again. Now, I've got 2 shout outs. And these are users that you may not have heard of. But I want you to subscribe to these 2 users, okay? @Zeppy. @Zeppy is my best friend in the mountains. He is my summer buddy. You've seen him. He owns the house, and he's in the video where we are assaulting the hornet's nest. That's him. That's Zeppy. He's only posted on Tangled once. He watched the last live stream, but he's a real good guy. He's hilarious, and he's a good guy to subscribe to. I'm gonna work with him to get some more content out of him. The other user is brand new. DQuackShot. That's not his actual name. He is a friend of mine for 20 years, and we worked together. I worked a job in manufacturing at a place called Flextronics, which is worldwide. Factories all over the world, in all the cities that you don't want to travel to. And I had to make a tour through Hong Kong, Macau, and mainland China. And D-Quack Shot. That's not his actual name. He is based out of Singapore. He was an executive at the company. He ran the Asian region of the company, which is huge. And he flew from Singapore to meet me in Hong Kong and escort me through China. He is so cool, so cool. And I was expecting the weather to be kind of subtropical or even tropical. It got a little cold, and I hadn't packed well. So D-Quack Shot, his name is Dennis. He had a Flextronics windbreaker jacket FedExed from Singapore to where we were in China, just so I could stay warm. Coolest guy. Subscribe to that guy. He travels around the world. He's a photographer. He takes fantastic shots. I talked to him this morning, and he's going to start posting content. Now, I'll also shout out at Susan Givens, who is my mother, because she's been promoting Tangled to her audience on Facebook. And I'm not on Facebook. I haven't been for 10 years. But Dennis, D-Quack Shot, saw my mom's post and came into Tangled, signed up, and surprised me in the chat. Very cool. Okay? Now, there are some people there's some people in the YouTube chat. We've got Seattle John, aloha. Danny is there. Octo is there. Octo says he's got his tentacles. His tentacles are very busy. He has 8 tentacles. And they're very busy. He's editing, posting, and watching for as long as he can. Now that's only 2 things, editing and posting. That's 2 tentacles. He could do 6 more things. He's probably trading Rap Millix on P2B. He probably just didn't mention that. But he can do many things at once. SJHW, good morning and good morning again. I am not going to freak you out this time. But speaking of freaking out, as the Tangled community grows, I think we're going to have to do some in-person meetups. Maybe some conferences in different cities for Tangled users. And I only mention that because that will be a situation where I will be freaking out. And I think a lot of people will be freaking out. I only imagine that I'll be situated off stage in the green room. I'll be sitting in the corner, hyperventilating into a paper bag. And Tantelli, will be sitting in the opposite corner of the same room, hyperventilating into a paper bag, because we're just too shy to walk over and greet each other. That's probably what's going to happen. We'll wave. Lil Hooligan is in the chat. Now, Lil Hooligan, he just posted this morning. He got himself a new 4K webcam. And he did a real quick video with that webcam. It looks fantastic. And the audio was better too. He mentioned that. Danny is there. Bora Ergel is in the chat. He said he came home to watch the live stream. Now, I've got some tabs here where I've prepared some things to show. Let me show you this. This was sent to me by one of our team members while he was navigating the highways and byways of Miami. And this notification appeared on his car screen of the last live stream. Doesn't that just freak you out? And I think he was even listening through his car. Isn't that crazy? Okay, I did a new post. Earlier today, #selfie. Let me go there. Cause these are fun. It's a little bit of work, It's a little bit of work for me to do, but they're really fun. They're really rewarding to do. So I posted verified users #earn. Post a picture of yourself with the hashtag selfie by Wednesday, and I'll give you a tip. And if you do that, I'll take your photo, and I've done this three or four times in the past. I'm gonna take all the pictures, all the selfies that you guys post, and then I'm gonna put them into a video collage. And when I do that, I always choose a song to accompany the collage of photos. And you guys can help me pick the song. Now, I was spending time today on Wavell, listening to all the artists on Wavell. In fact, let me go there now. So I was listening to the Fiat League soundtrack, which is an hour and 17 minutes of original songs that Danny performed for the radio channel on Fiat League. He's so talented. Now, speaking of Danny, I had a question for Erickson and Crank. Erickson and Crank, we're gonna launch an app for birthdays. So you can open the app any day and it'll tell you whose birthday it is on Tangled. And I just want to add, and I don't want to reveal anything, obviously. I want to respect everyone's privacy here. But do you think that we're going to launch that before October 15th, Sunday? Or are we going to have to wait another year for everyone to know that it's Danny's birthday? That's what we all want to know. New releases. You know, popular. You know who dominates the charts? He's watching this live stream right now. He's in the #1 position. Lil Hooligan, #2, #4, #5, #6, #7, #8, and #10. Can you guys hear that? Lil Hooligan, can you hear yourself? I'll leave it a little lower. Okay, I also added on my activity list here new applications, and I want to so there's a new one today, but I want to talk about the eye. Okay, so new one today is articles on the node. Okay, let's look at that in a second. Here, I don't know if this one was available last time I did a live stream. So this is the price of Rapmilix, which is up 9.33% today. This is a live chart, and it's free. You don't have to pay for this application. And you can go to a candle mode. You can change the scale. You can change the denomination, so you can denominate in Bitcoin, dollars, or Ethereum. Pretty cool. Okay, on the node, I haven't checked this one yet. I think I saw a demo of it, but I haven't seen it since it's become live. Okay, earn 1 million Milix per article plus bonuses. Contribute your content to onthenode.com and start earning. Okay, I'm gonna start the application. There you go. It's the site, On the Node. You got all the articles. Let's see. We can do categories here, searches. Very cool. Okay, so on thenode.com, if you when you post content there, you get paid in Millix. And this site is owned by Danny. Danny, do they get paid per views too? Maybe you can mention that in the chat. Okay, now yesterday I changed my profile image to this cryptic, mystic, ancient prophecy. Is it a prophecy? I don't know. I also minted it as an NFT, and I will give this NFT away during a promotion when the Eye launches. So the Eye is a new application that we're going to be launching. It's going to take us I don't know how long it's going to take, probably Wednesday, Thursday, next week. And I'll tell you about the application. I'll show you something about the application. But I just love this design. And Danny and I had a blast doing a collaboration session yesterday on Zoom, working out this design. And I wanted it to be the all-seeing eye, which is kind of conspiratorial, secret society, the Illuminati. I wanted it to have elements of that. I also wanted it to have kind of the look of maybe a military insignia, and look very ancient. Okay, so we got that one done yesterday. It didn't take us too long. I wanted to hide some Easter eggs in there, but at some point you've spent an hour or 2 hours working on an image, and you just got to wrap it up. Okay, so check this out. This is just this is a wire diagram that I made 3 years ago. Okay, while I was documenting what I wanted the features of Tangled to be, this is one of the things that I put together. And when the Eye launches, it won't look this good. Okay, it's going to take a while to get here. But you can see on the left that you have total earnings and engagement. And the engagement is a stream. It's a live stream. You can sell. I indicated kind of by the 0 seconds ago how fast this thing will move and what types of activity it's going to represent. And so the Eye is going to show you a stream like that, a waterfall of data that represents everything that's happening on Tangled.com. So every like, every comment, every new post, every new subscription, every new created group, every new user, we're just going to throw it all in there. And that is so we're not going to show so much. We're not going to show a person's location. We won't show, in the case of like a subscription, when somebody new subscribes, let's say that Price subscribes to Aerosol. It's not going to say Price subscribed to Aerosol. It's going to say Aerosol got a new subscriber. Okay, so there's going to be some privacy there. But one of the reasons that I wanted to make this kind of secret society and conspiratorial is because this is the type of data that is viewed in the command centers of the big social media platforms. They see everything, okay? Well, we're breaking the glass, and we are taking that type of data out of the elite and handing it to everybody. Everyone's gonna have access to see what's happening on the platform all the time. Okay, so that I'm going to use that app constantly. I'm going to love to use that app. What else do I have? Now, I don't know if it was mentioned in the chat, but I will do a wheel spin for anybody who is in the chat, and maybe Danny can organize the list. So if you're watching this video, make sure that you announce yourself in the chat so you get added to the wheel. I'll do a spin for that. Okay, let me check something else here. Oh, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I see a note in a conversation with Danny and Erickson. He says we need to have merchandise soon. Tangled merchandise, Millix merchandise, hats, shirts, all that stuff. And Danny and I are going to go take a tour. He knows a lot of people that do, since he's a musician, you know, companies that produce the merchandise for tours. He knows those guys. So he and I are going to go take a tour of a facility that manufactures custom shirts and hats and all that stuff. We're going to do that next week. And that'll be kind of the first step to getting merchandise. Now, ultimately, we're in the marketplace. Every single user will be able to list and sell and promote and earn from their own merchandise. You know, so that's what Tangled is for you to build your brand. It's not about us, it's about you. And so we want to help you guys as you guys develop your brands on social media at Tangled, that you can sell merch. I think that's how a lot of the content creators on YouTube make a lot of their money. And some of them make a lot of money. A lot. What else? Speaking of world tours and international superstars, I am talking about Danny. You might want to make a post. You might want to make a post and wish Danny a rapid recovery. He said he woke up this morning. He said, "Oh yeah, I got a stiff neck today." And I said, "What's going on, Danny?" He said, It's a lifelong injury. I suffered trauma," he says. Trauma. In my school days. I said, "Danny, what happened?" I suffered trauma in my school days. I'm here to make you feel better. Tell me." He said, "It was so bad. I permanently damaged my neck because I had too many books in my backpack." He's one of the cool kids, guys. International superstar. Somebody, who was it? Somebody suggested that I talk about staking on Tangled.com. That's a good topic. I did make a video about that a few months ago, but we're still, the idea is still improving. And let me tell you about an app that's going to come out and how that's going to relate to staking. Okay? This is also related to every one of you building your brand on Tangled.com. So as a lot of you guys know, if you use the Tangled browser, like I am, you're looking at, this is the Tangled browser here. There are advertisements. There's an ad network, decentralized peer-to-peer ad network. You can see the ad right here. It says, see what Thailand is trading right now. Explore different country maps on FiatLeak, fiatleak.com, okay? So that's one of our ads, and we created it. And it gets served from our browser that's running that ad to every other browser on the network. And it doesn't go in between any broker or centralized ad platform. It's totally peer-to-peer, totally distributed. And we're going to bring ads from the Tangled ad network that's currently only in the browser. We're going to bring those into Tangled.com. Okay? So when you're scrolling through the feed, there will be some text ads in between posts. And you guys can decide for yourself whether you want to see a lot of ads or not very many ads, or maybe none at all. But there's a reason that you would want to see the ads. And the reason is that the way that the Tangled ad network works and has worked for over a year, almost 2 years, in fact, is that the advertiser spends to present the ad. So let's say that they spend 1,000 Millex to present the ad to the audience, the consumers. That payment of 1,000 Millex goes directly from the advertiser to the consumer. You get paid for seeing the ad directly, okay? So the same thing will work in Tangled.com. Whenever there's an ad presented to you from the Tangled Ad Network, you're going to receive a payment, and it's going to come from the advertiser. So that's why you would want to, move the slider all the way to show me the maximum number of ads. Now, the app portion of that will allow content creators, entrepreneurs, business owners on Tangled, people like you, to create an advertisement that and the app will handle everything on the back end. It'll put your ad into the distributed ad network, and then it'll show up in Tangled.com. It'll show up in all the browsers, and you'll get traffic. Now, the reason that relates to staking is because on the Tangled Ad Network in the browser, since it's peer-to-peer, since it's decentralized, it's not moderated. You can make an ad about everything, and that can mean that there are ads that exist that we won't show. We don't want to show them in Tangled.com. Okay, so for an ad to appear in Tangled.com, there's going to be a whitelist of advertisers. And staking Millex, putting some Millex into an escrow account, will be one of the ways that will authorize an advertiser to appear in Tangled.com. So you're not going to make a wildly, outrageously inappropriate ad if you've staked Millex, and it could get taken away if you break the rules. Okay, so that's one of the implementations we'll do of staking. It benefits the entire community to have ads that pay, so we'll do that. That work, the ad network, that work is going to start next week, and it'll probably launch in November. Okay. One of the other things, talking about staking, one of the other things that we'll do is there'll be different levels of staking. So maybe there's a level where you stake 10 million or 100 million or 500 million, and each level of staking will unlock different features on Tangled.com. Okay, give you different tools, unlock abilities to do things, maybe reports. That stuff's all to be determined. But one of the ideas that we have is that you won't be able to create a post on Tangled.com that has a link to some other site if you haven't staked something, if you haven't staked your Millex to be able to do that. And I think that's going to reduce the affiliate links, the referral links that are really trashy, that the person's not putting any effort into. They're just throwing stuff up on the wall and trying to get a click. It'll put some friction on that. Okay. Bora Ergel says we need more reactions. He specifically asked for slap and nudge. Yeah, we do need some more reactions. That's another thing. It could be included in staking. We've thought about it in different ways, but the ability for you to buy, in the same way that you can buy badges, you can buy extra reactions. That, not everyone can react with a slap, but if Bora Ergel either it's included in a staking profile that he does, or he can purchase in the marketplace, then you can get a slap from Bora Ergel, and he would use that a lot, I guess. Okay. What else? Oh, he wants kick too. Aerosol, real life Milix leather wallets. You know, those exist. Those exist. Go to at Rebel Imprint. Maybe somebody can type that name in the chat. At Rebel Imprint. He produces custom wallets. He did one. I have a Milix custom wallet. I also have a Tangled custom leather wallet. Okay? And Aerosol also wants Milix lighters so we can burn Milix. Danny wants to know, can you steak if you're vegan? That's so bad. So bad. Bora Ergel says, maybe you should consider percentage of ad revenue to burn to control inflation. I think, yeah, there was a post, there was a message sent to me at least, maybe there was a post, I think Tantelli posted about this. Kind of the thought that maybe there's selling pressure on P2B, the price is going down on P2B, the price of wrapped Milix or Milix, because so much Milix is introduced into circulation on Tangled.com. That was a concern that Tantelli had. I don't know if that's what Bora Ergel is talking about. I don't think that that's a problem. I don't think that that's causing a problem. And the reason why I don't think that it is because I watch the P&L. I watch exactly how much the platform receives every day and how much it introduces into circulation every day. I've watched that forever. And so I know what the difference between those two is, how much was received and how much was, and when I say received, I don't mean deposited. I mean spent to create a post, spent to promote a post, spent to use a hashtag, things like that, things that are revenue for the platform. Whatever the difference is between those, I generally buy that amount either on Milix.com or recently I've started to do it on P2B. So, and the amounts are not very big. So, you know, in fact, I'll look right now. Let me look right now. I will take a screenshot of the P&L and I will share it with you. How about that? This is content that you will not get from Mark Zuckerberg. Like, comment, subscribe. Okay. So I just took a screenshot. You guys see that? Okay, so you've got a list of transaction types, and then you've got a column for income and a column for expense. This is for the platform, okay? Not for my user account or anything like that. This is the platform. So there was one new group created that's revenue of 500,000. Content promotion, 15 million. Content creating, so making a post, 10 million. Hashtags, 1.6 million. So call it, let's just call it 30 million, just round it up. Okay, then on the expenses side, so this is Milix that was introduced into circulation on Tangled.com. So what do we have? 40, 70, maybe call it 70 million. So there's a delta there of 40 million. So 40 wrapped Milix. That's less than $5. Okay, less than $5. Yeah. So I would place an order for 40 wrapped Milix on P2B. I'd place a bid for it. I'd probably, I wouldn't just do a market buy. I'd probably place a bid at 10%, whatever below the price is, maybe 5%, and that recovers the Milix that was given out by the platform. Okay, what else can I say about this that's interesting? Oh, I can tell you how I can make that delta bigger. I can make the expenses grow. by turning on the Badger 10X. There you go. I just turned it on. Yes, Octo says, according to self-reported audits. Yes, this is a self-reported audit. And it did take me, to be fair, it did take me at least 20 seconds to get this screenshot onto the screen. That could be enough time for me to use Photoshop. Of course. I didn't. Of course I wouldn't use Photoshop, I'd use the app, the Tangled Image Editor. Come on. What else is going on? Ericsson, Danny says that Ericsson is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. All right, let's see what's hot. If you guys want me to look at something, just put it in the chat. What do I have to do? Oh, this is good. I'm proud of Riazali. Number one hot. Number one hot. It's probably the first time. These things work. People like to engage with people. So here he's got a picture of 15 Tangled users, each with a number, and wants you to just tag them with their name, comment, tag the name, and write the number. He's going to spin the wheel. 54 comments. Comment below with a historical fact about a food brand or manufacturer. Okay. I won't comment, I'll say it out loud. The main rival for Kellogg's, I'm only saying this because that's the picture. The main rival for Kellogg's was Post cereal. And the heiress of the Post cereal family fortune was wealthy, very wealthy. And she built a house about an hour north of where I am in Palm Beach, Florida. It's an amazing house. It goes all the way from, it's an estate. It goes from the ocean all the way across the land to the intracoastal, the inner waterway that is around Miami. Had a 9-hole golf course. And the name of the estate was Mar-a-Lago, Cedar Lake. And Mar-a-Lago was purchased in the 1980s. Somebody in the chat will tell you. Somebody in the chat. Who owns Mar-a-Lago? There is a historical fact about a food brand manufacturer. The history and an interesting fact. Let me show you a picture. Because it says it wants a picture. There you go. That's Mar-a-Lago. Whose house is that? This guy. Donald Trump. Donald Trump bought that place in the 80s. I think he paid $10 million, $12 million for it. Now, I don't know what it'd sell for. It's impossible. It's impossible to have something like that here. $400 million. There you go. Interesting fact. The eye is coming. It's watching. Selfie, selfie. Boy, am I hot. I am so hot. Left, right. Which card? I'll pay. Fine. Which card is the Jack of Diamonds? Left. It's left. There is a bug. This is precisely why I fell for Bora Urgel's trick when he said, "Oh my God, dude, I think there's a bug. I can't comment or react," and then everyone did. It's because right when you pay for a premium post, that happens. Crank. I can't even participate in gambling parlor games with G/left right because of that bug. Tangled up. What is Bora Ergel saying? Activity's over. Hashtag ElderTech. You know what? When Danny and I told you guys, I am not making fun of Danny. This is serious. He believes that everything relates back to the Atari Jaguar, which is what he focused on for hashtag ElderTech. So we had to, when we were doing this design, we had to put an eye in the logo. Of course, the Atari Jaguar has the perfect eye in its logo. Let's use that. We didn't. Okay? Sorry, Danny. Here's a picture of Airstream vehicles used in the US. Where did I vacation this summer? Bend, Oregon. And, so this is my mother. At Susan Givens is my mother. Like, comment, subscribe. And during the pandemic, I did not want to get on an airplane. Not a commercial plane, not a private jet, nothing. So I ordered an Airstream Atlas to drive from Miami to the house in Bend and back. And I did that 2 years. So 2 full round trips. That is about 220 hours of driving. And I did it by myself. Sandra she wanted nothing to do with it. And I'm not good at it. I'm not good at a leisurely cruise across the country. It was, I was just going as far as I could, as fast as I could. Just blowing past everything that was interesting. Here is Little Hooligan talking about his webcam. Here is GeoMC57 shouting me out for shouting him out. Talking about earning online, which he's good at. What else is going on in the chat? Price is a DILF. What is a DILF? Is that a dad? Does a D stand for dad instead of mom? Danny. Oh, God. SJHW says Donald Trump. He knew that. Octo is too busy. Since he accused me of presenting self-reported audits, now he's all worked up because I'm talking about self-reported audits and Donald Trump. He may be conducting an investigation. Oh, there he is. Quiz Music, new user. Now, this is something you don't see too often, a blue badge. Blue badge means that he is the webmaster for this website, techabazar.com. Now, I think that Quiz Music is in Pakistan, but that is very cool that he's verified his account using DNS to prove that he is the webmaster of a website. That is another innovation for verification that we did. It's never been done, as far as I know, it's never been done before. Using the publicly available DNS records of a domain name to prove ownership and verification. We do it in the Tangle browser. That's how you can sign. You can sign things like NFTs. So you see on this NFT it says verified tangle.com. That proves that this NFT was minted by somebody who has administrative control over that domain name. Haven't seen that anywhere else on the internet. And it's cool. I came up with that method from my days of email marketing. because in email marketing, there's a SBF record. There's two different types of records that you can use to verify that your email is coming from an actual domain. So since I spent so much time doing bulk emails and email marketing, that popped into my head for verifying other stuff, like people from Pakistan. The subject is the moon. Okay. Below is a cool, interesting, thought-provoking comment below with a comment about the moon. Well, here's something interesting. It's not necessarily about the moon, but you can relate it to the moon. I said that I was going to start my first live stream, the last one, by telling you two interesting things about E equals mc squared by Albert Einstein. I'll do that now. And I'll watch, so currently I'll watch the number of viewers that drop off as I do this. E equals mc squared, which is E is energy, equals m, which is mass, multiplied by c, which is the speed of light, and it's the speed of light squared, okay? The speed of light squared is a large number. And if you multiply that by mass, as mass gets bigger, it multiplied by the speed of light squared gets bigger exponentially, okay? So one of the implications of E equals mc squared is that it requires an infinite amount of energy, E, to propel anything with mass to the speed of light, okay? It means that it's what it's saying is, based on everything that's known and that's been observed so far, and the accuracy of E equals mc squared, it's impossible for anything with mass to achieve the speed of light. That's interesting. That's interesting. E equals mc squared. Okay, the other interesting thing about E equals mc squared is that since mass times c squared is a big number, that equals energy, okay? So every bit of mass, every atom, every bit of mass in the universe has a huge, huge amount of energy contained with it that can be released, okay? I'm not talking just about caloric energy, like when you burn something. It's atomic energy. When the atom, when it splits and releases itself, or breaks up, or releases an electron or a neutron, okay? That is how the atomic bomb was created. E equals mc squared is why there's an atomic bomb, because there's massive amounts of energy in tiny amounts of mass. There you go. New user, Vicky Love. She mentioned all their subscribers, and that includes me. I am a subscriber. Vicky Love joined a day ago. She's made 3 posts. She has 7 subscribers. And on only her 3rd day, she made an inspirational video. It took me a lot longer than that, Vicky Love. I subscribed. I already tipped. I tipped it, what did I tip it? $1 million, probably. If you have the courage to stand in front of the camera and press record, watch yourself on the playback and say, yeah, I'm posting that. If you have the courage to do that, I'm tipping you, and tipping you good. Vicky Love. What else? We've been doing almost an hour. Let's get a wheel spin going. Somebody, Danny, Erickson, somebody, send me a list. I'm going to go to the application marketplace. I'm going to do this so much better than I did it last time. So much better. Immeasurably better. I'm going to put the @ sign. I'm going to include everybody. I'm going to put the G at the end of Florian. That was a real circus. Okay, how much does the winner get? We'll do 7. Now, Bora Urgel, don't freak out. I'm going to give away less than $1. I might even buy, in fact, you know what? I'm going to go to P to B right now. I'm going to go to P to B right now. Here we go. Here I am. You can see my balance. $209 in my trading account and 79,000 wrap Milliks that I have soaked up from the market. Okay? I'm going to place an order for, what did I say? Let's just do $10. That'll cover the P&L and this wheel spin. Ooh, I didn't want to do that. That's not what I wanted. Let's say 0.079. Now Octo is one of his tentacles is now racing to his trading console. Erickson's freaking out because I'm making a trade that he didn't authorize me to do. He's my trading coach. Okay, there you go. All right, so there you go. There you go, Borer. No inflation today. Okay, I have a list here from Danny. Who do you think Danny put as the first name on the list? Who? Okay. What did I do last time? 4, 3, 2. Now, if I was really cool and I had patience to have some dead air, I would arrange these prizes to be the Fibonacci sequence. Okay, look that one up. That's interesting too. I won't bore you. Okay. Danny and I use the Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio in design. So like fiatleak.com uses the golden ratio. We use it when we're collaborating on music together, which is mostly him doing all the work and me just saying it can be better. We use Fibonacci and golden ratio for that, okay? I think everyone's gonna win. I think everybody but one person, I'll add, everyone's gonna win. It's gotta be like that. Okay? Let's see if that works. Aerosol says, good luck, everybody. Bora Ergel says, add at Atari Jaguar. Atari Jaguar is present in the chat. Okay? Send it. Here we go. Somebody comment, what's the name of this song? It's from the Fiat League soundtrack. Octo. 4 big ones. Seattle John. Maui John. G/Atari Jaguar. Bora Ergel. What is this song? I want to see what the name of the song is. SJHW. A million. Consolidation. The name of this song is Consolidation, guys. Now, how do I, before I do the wheel spin again, how do I get to, I'm going to go to Fiat League. Okay, so Danny, just a little story about this, which I've mentioned before. Danny, he did 24 original tracks for Fiat League Radio, and he did all the work. I mean, he would ask me what I think about something, and I would tell him, but that doesn't really matter. He did all the work. But then he allowed me to name all the songs, and maybe Octo will appreciate some of these. Most of the songs are named after technical trading terms. Liquidation, consolidation, rotation, emerging pattern, butterfly cipher, panic hold, sideways, high frequency. Your models are destroyed, devastated. That was a quote from Michael Saylor talking about, he was arguing with a quant, a technical analysis trader about Bitcoin. And he told the guy, your models are destroyed, devastated. Hidden diverges, pattern recognition, so cool. Okay, wow, look at all that confetti for SJHW. Aerosol. Aerosol, I appreciate you being an attendee of the first live stream and the second live stream. Love it. 6 prize. At Erickson. The Maestro. You know, I think there's a 100% chance. The odds of winning, I think the odds are 1. The odds are 1. I might be wrong. The odds are 1 unless your name is Danny. And his name is not Little Gooligan. Danny, it's Lil Hooligan. And by the way, Danny, would you send Lil Hooligan $1 million, please? For the love. At some point, Lil Hooligan is going to have enough subscribers and enough streams on his music that he's not going to be Lil Hooligan. He's going to be Mega Hooligan. Is this gonna let me spin it again? No. Danny, that's what you get. All right. So we'll wrap up the live stream. We hit 58 minutes. We are listening to the Fiat League Radio soundtrack. Happy birthday, Danny. Everybody give him a post congratulating him. Wish him well for his sore neck from decades-long trauma. And I will talk to you guys later.